Well, we have had an official Lego Daredevil come out, and I've also picked up the pad printed custom figure by MRM Prints. We haven't had a Matt Murdock figure come out where this Crosscheck figure here that I bought is going to come in handy. I'm excited to check out this brand new brand to me. I do have a couple of their figures in pre-order, but this is some nice packaging. Let's crack it open and check it out. As you can see, the plastic case it comes in is a little bit bigger than some other ones. Has the brand name printed on there being Crosscheck. The clip is nice and easy to open, and then you just have the different bags of parts, one for the figure and two different ones for the accessories. This figure is called a Good Lawyer, MCU style. Crosscheck logo on the back with their Instagram. So again, I do really like when they put figures in these plastic cases. It saves them in the shipping from being damaged. And it's just nice to have a good way to store them when you're not actually displaying them in some way. This figure was bought from Tier 1, so they have little stickers on the baggies as like a warranty seal. If you break them and something's damaged with the item, then you can't get a replacement. But let's throw this figure on the stand and give them a look. Taking a look at Matt Murdock here. Light gray suit. I'll say something kind of stands out to me is that there are the like slimming lines at the side there. I think those might have been able to be left out. You know, the curves like that are mostly for female torsos, which even there sometimes they're not necessary. I get that suits usually look a bit slimming, but maybe a little bit of less printing would go a little way to make this less busy. You can see that there are wrinkles on the legs there. The alignment on them might not be super perfect, but for the most part it is pretty close. Those wrinkles continue on this side of the legs. On the back there is just a little bit of shoe printing, a little bit of coattails, and this is a 360 leg. You can see on the inside there has some printing for the shoes as well as some creases in the pants, which are probably a little unnecessary, but I guess they wanted to go that extra step there, so good for them. Do really like the face with the glasses, works very well. The custom hairpiece, same sort of thing where it fits the character. The sheen is a little bit off compared to what Lego would do. It doesn't have the same sort of shine. It looks a lot more like clay. Arms have some cuff links, cuff buttons, and wrinkles. Looks like they have the same creases and everything. It's just mirrored. It's kind of cool to see these hands with the blood on them, which will match with an alternative face we'll take a look at in a bit. And let's just see, hair is pretty easy to take off, so that's nice. Nothing on the back of that. And like I said, I'm really excited to have this head. This is the main reason why I bought this figure. I'll show off why in a bit, but let's throw on the accessory and the alternative face. And this head is where the hands kind of match up a bit more. You can see a little bit of blood and scratches, some dripping out of the mouth. Been kind of fun to see the glasses cracked a bit or something like that to add to the effect a little bit more, but not mad with what we got. And this fits a lot better with those bloody knuckles like he was in a fight. Threw on the stick with the hand the other direction though, just because that kind of makes more sense with how it would be held. I'll say that this is not held in super well. Kind of falls out unless you have it at kind of the perfect spot where there's some friction, so keep that in mind. If you end up getting this figure, you might lose that, so keep an eye on it. This is a fun accessory. Lego themselves will probably just do a bar piece, so getting something molded and colored in different ways like this is very interesting and a very nice addition. So it's kind of nice to have the two different options. You have him after a fight or just clean in the courthouse. But like I mentioned with that other head, I'm very excited to take a look at that on another figure, which is that red Saul Goodman figure that I reviewed a little bit ago by Jaka. Mentioned that this red suit might be perfect for a certain lawyer. So here is the Matt Murdock head on that red torso to have more of a daredevil lawyer sort of look. I threw on the Saul Goodman hairpiece, which also works very well for this character. I might even like this more than the Crosscheck version of the hair. And you know, just a red suit with the Matt Murdock head is kind of perfect for me. I'll throw on the actual hairpiece from the Crosscheck figure. And I really think it's just the color of this is too off to me. That doesn't fit for me as a Lego hairpiece. Maybe the The cast is pretty good, honestly. And you know what? It could just be that there's too much texture on it, too. It just doesn't feel Lego to me, which isn't what customizers always go for. But for my collection, it stands out a little bit. We'll see if I end up keeping this on the gray suit with the blood. But I think this is a cool little combo here with this suit. Let's get on into the final verdict. Definitely have no interest in being a guy in suit collector, but I was a very big fan of the Daredevil show when it was coming out, so it's nice to finally have a Charlie Cox Matthew Murdock. I think having him in the red suit is very classic to me. I love that it can be a little bit more comic booky there. The face print is perfect for the actual figure that Crosscheck did, so that's great. Like I said, I think the Jocka hairpiece fits a little bit better to me, and I like it a little bit more in the Lego setting. The suit, you know, it has a lot of great printing, but might be a little over detailed for me and my personal taste. I can see why somebody else would probably find this as a really great figure, but I try and get stuff that fits a little bit closer to what Lego might do, which you can see with the MRM Daredevil here, and even the Jocka suit isn't overly detailed that much. It does have some fine details, but could pass for a Lego figure if you put on a different head. At the end of the day, though, it's nice to get some cool printed parts like the hands, even the bloody head there are cool to get. I think the guiding stick there is a little too loose in the hand, so that probably knocks some points off for me, but it's a cool piece. Just if it had a little bit more width that it could actually hold in the hand without frequently falling out. And I'll definitely need to figure out a way to use the gray suit now, since I'm probably going to want to use the red one for any displays or in any cases. If you want to see any other custom Lego Marvel videos or any custom Lego videos in general, check out all the other videos on my channel. I've been Brick Red. I'll see you in the next video.